Hi grade 11s, welcome to the weirdest term 3 ever. We'll come back to that. Normally in grade 11 by this time we would have had an assembly about assessment and reporting. This usually answers lots of usual grade 11 questions like what's the difference between attainment grades and anticipated grades? How are they both determined? And when do I receive them? The UWCSEA attainment grade holistically gauges what you have learned. It tries to capture the exciting but messy progression by looking at the evidence of learning you have demonstrated in the course up to the point of reporting. This evidence can be in many forms: the usual traditional tests, essays, quizzes, practical work. However, it can also be through one-on-one conversations, interviews, single question submissions, and observations. All learning counts. And sometimes that learning can come from mistakes, feedback, and reflection. No single score or piece of work could ever capture all of that, which is why we call it holistic. It looks at the big picture. Teacher's assessment is happening all the time, but no one piece heavily determines your grade. Anticipated grades, on the other hand, we call them AGs, are much narrower. They take into account that same evidence of learning, but with more of a focus on a student's likely performance in coursework, looking forward to predicting students' performance in May 2021. AGs also consider any increase in the level of difficulty of the remaining curriculum. They are a complex professional judgment that takes into account several years of experience as to how our students tend to perform in IBDP exams. Everyone will receive AGs in November. Those who need them for Oxford, Cambridge, medicine, or veterinary medicine will receive them in September as well. We have some FAQs linked below if you'd like to read in a little more detail. Okay, back to the weirdness. Hashtag remote learning, hashtag COVID-19, hashtag circuit breaker, hashtag all day pajamas. Okay, never mind the last one. We know some of you are finding this time really challenging. Separating school from home, no face-to-face social interactions, fewer casual conversations with teachers, more independence, increased screen time, no activities, no outdoor ed. That's project week for you guys. And reduced service in PSE. However, some of you, dare we say, are probably enjoying this time, possibly for many of those same reasons. We are right beside you trying to figure this all out with you. However, what our experience tells us is that it's this term that students start to find the IBDP challenging, even when we're in a face-to-face setting. However, a new challenge has emerged for grade 11 during this circuit breaker. That challenge of balancing demands on you now against when we return to school in grade 12. If we slow things down now, remove all assessments, continue at a more relaxed pace, this would just mean playing catch up when an already packed term 1 of grade 12. But if we forge ahead, adding more academic learning, since we don't have any activities, no project week planning, and there is reduced service in PSE, we know that's going to pose problems of being online and static too much. And it seems to against the recent research about remote learning and student well-being. So I'm enjoying my well-being with the birds. So to balance these competing needs, we've made some changes that ensure you are making progress and not storing up pain for grade 12, while also trying to remove some pressure from this term. We've cleared and protected some time for you to complete the EE. Gemma has spoken with many department heads and made adjustments to the IA schedule. Not by adding, but just by shifting and a little bit of delaying. And your interim CAS interviews, they can be completed any time before the end of the school year. To make the most of this time, we have a few suggestions for you. Prioritize. During EE week, focus on your EE. Focus on your English Lit Oral if you're in that course. It's worth 30% of your final grade. And your Math AI SL exploration, focus on that as well. Those are final assessments. Remember, your TOK presentation is just a practice. And there's no prep needed for your CAS interview. Just show up. Schedule movement into your day. Take advantage of being able to exercise outside, even if it's alone, all by yourself. Have your school area of your home away from your leisure area, if at all possible. And keep up with those good sleep routines. There's lots of other study skill ideas on the site that's linked below. If you need some help prioritizing, we're here to help. Please, as always, do not hesitate to ask. Please don't wait until it's too late. We're here to support you. All the best in the second stage of this circuit breaker.